Yo guys, what up? Welcome back to GGZ, and well, we've got some new events, which I know you will freaking love. So let's just get on with it, I guess. Let's go to the forum and find it right here. So they say, "Greetings, agents. This is CM Fragment of the Marvel Future Fight Team. Of course, I always mess that one up. Summer is finally here, and it's important for everyone to stay cool during the season in order to happily enjoy Marvel Future Fight. To help you guys cool down, we've prepared a cool event for those who want to get away from the heat of the summer. I'm sure you've noticed it from the title already. Well, they do say cool a lot, so that's cool. A variety of events to welcome the summer will be held starting with a B. What? What's a B? Okay. There will also be gifts to be given away to help strengthen your characters with the Gold Special Store event. Take advantage of these special events and receive awesome rewards. All uniform discount summer event, which finally, because I've been waiting for it like weeks. But we have the all uniform discount summer event. That's a pretty cool infographic, actually. That's a pretty cool picture. And of course it's gonna be 40% off. It will be running for like a week, so you'll have time to decide and gather more crystals, pretty much is what I'm getting by this. Next, we have the gold special store event. You can acquire special items by using gold within the event period. By the way, this sale is for all uniforms, if you didn't freaking hear already, because oh my god, I'm gonna be buying lots of uniforms. Okay, lots of uniforms. I hope you can hear me because I'm actually silent when I do that, but I meant to say I'm buying lots of uniforms. Okay, anyway, weird stuff aside, I guess. Second event, we'll have the gold special store. It will run for apparently 6 days or more. What the hell? Yeah, 6 days. I'm not dumb. I know how to count. Anyway, so you may get like 50 energy for 4 times daily, which I suggest you do. That's actually awesome. Next, we have uniform upgrade kit. It's not that good, I guess. If you need it, sure. If you don't, here's selector Nornstones. That's pretty okay, I guess, if you are in need of some of them, but they're not that great. Same goes for Crown Shards and BAM, because we do get a lot of BAM anyway. The other worthy stuff are the Nornstones of Chaos. I know for sure that a lot of people need these, so these are good to purchase. And also, lastly, of course, the gold special chest is freaking good to purchase as well. I guess if you have a lot of gold, though, if you don't have a lot of gold, just skip it. I guess don't really have to buy it. We could get a 6-star mega rank up ticket from that, or a tier 2 ticket. So I guess if you're lucky, you may win. Next, we have the special mission Spidey's Rogue Gallery, doubled by a magic event. God damn it! I'm not doing this one, so... Oh wait, actually I do have all of them at tier 2. Well, not really all of them. I don't think I have tier 2 the Rhino or Lizard, but I'm not sure. Maybe I have done that and I really don't know. But I think I stopped and went for Inhumans because I need the Authority CDP, which I'm not really sure who will get it first. To be sure, to be honest, it's either gonna be Jean or Thanos. If I get Thanos at tier 3, if I don't, I really don't know. Next, we have the summertime new vibranium gift box giveaway. Basically, this is gonna be the BAM or Titan packs, which are pretty much as rare as grass. You can find it everywhere. But yeah, that's for sure not gonna be such a good thing anyway, so whatever. If you get lucky, though, that may actually give you really good stuff. But I know that we're not lucky, man. We're not. Then I'm sorry that I'm yawning so much. I really haven't slept well. Of course, as always. Oh man, as always. Um, so these will run for I guess 5 days. So we start on the 17th and finish on the 22nd. So yeah, 5 days, but they will just be swapping places with each other. So one day you'll have Black Dwarf and Ebony Maw, and the next you'll have Corvus and Proxima. So it's not that boring, I guess. It is kind of boring, but at least this way they're trying to alternate it a bit. But you know, it's still pretty good, I guess. Anyway, they say have a great time with Marvel Future Fight to beat the Heat, and thank you. It's pretty great. Thank you very much. Now this guy wants a freaking Mysterio. This is from WWE if you don't know, but anyway. Everybody wants tier 3 of the tier 3 of someone, so okay, I guess. But since we're talking about the uniform discount, why not give some suggestions, huh? So, Jeans uniform, great. Deadpool's, great. Luna's, great. This one, don't ever get it. This one, great. This one, amazing as hell. Seriously. Just gave her an ISO 8 set, and that basically made her able to do 50 on her own. So that's pretty awesome as well. For Scarlet Witch, by comparison, I really had to go all in and get her to level 70 and max her all of her gears to 25, give her Urus, and then she's barely able to do 50. But at least this way I can do like 50 4 times. I can do 55 with Deadpool. I can do 50 with her, 51 with Luna for now, and 50 with her as well. I can do 51 with Psylocke as well. I kind of forgot. This one, a good uniform, really good actually. Um, you may get Ebony Maw's uniform if you have him at 6 stars and tier 2, because that is actually a good support type. Well, it's not a great support type, but it's a good support type for World Boss Ultimate. This uniform is great, good uniform. Next, don't ever get it, get the blue one. At least you'll need it for X23's event battles. But this one, not worth it. Unless you want to tier 3 him, I guess. For PvP, I really don't know. This uniform is pretty freaking good. If you have him at tier 3, it's even better. This is just okay. I guess it gets him to be really good. Not really good, but really good for Shadowland at least. This uniform, meh, gives him some damage accumulation, but if he's not high priority, just skip him. If you have other things to get, just skip him, is what I mean. This uniform just makes him a villain, so if you need villains, I guess. This one does get her to be better, but she's not a meta character, so I wouldn't bother. This uniform is just meh. It doesn't give him anything, like it doesn't give him a lot. Storm's uniform is really freaking nice. This uniform is okay. This is not okay at all. Just don't get it. I just got it for fun. This uniform is pretty freaking good. If you have him at tier 3, this is gonna be amazing. Plus, it will get some buffs. If we are lucky enough to get the patch while we have the uniform still on, it's gonna be really good, because if we get really good changes for him, you may be able to still buy it. Next, this uniform is okay, I guess. This uniform is needed for him to be usable, but it's not that good anymore. It can do only Shadowland, of course. This uniform is pretty nice. This uniform really makes her usable, and it's actually really nice for Shadowland and ABX. If you have a good team up for her, she'll do really nice. This uniform is required for him to do well. This one is required for her to do well as well. Then we have this one. If you need a heal type of character for Old Boss Ultimate, use this guy as a striker, but he needs this uniform to work, and he'll drop a lot of heals for you in the battle. So yeah, that's good. This is not really needed. It's just for fun for me. This is a really good uniform, and if you get her to tier 3, it's just amazing, man. The best freaking damage ever. Don't know compared to Doctor Strange though, but really, really freaking good damage. This uniform, well, she can do Shadowland even without the uniform, so I really don't know if you want it, but if you actually have all the important uniforms here and this is something you still don't have, I would suggest you get it. It's really nice. Um, Next, this one is pretty nice, I guess. The only thing he misses is iframes, and if, as I said, we still have the uniform sale on when we get the patch of the update part 3. I hope we still have the sale, and you can buy it if he actually gets better. A lot better is what I mean. This uniform makes her playable, so it's good, and it's a pretty nice uniform. This uniform for Mysterio is really amazing. It really gives him a lot of damage, and it doesn't just make him playable, it actually makes him pretty nice. Rocket is a really nice uniform, not that OP, I guess. Same for Star Lord, War Machine as well. Wasp is pretty nice, I guess. If you use her in timeline, she's pretty nice. I guess if you want, you can kill a Cap with her. I don't know about the end game Cap, but Infinity War Cap was killable. If he didn't have regeneration or some type of heal, it was something you could do. This uniform for Ant-Man is pretty nice. It gives him a lot of damage on the 5th, and maybe if you have him at tier 3, it's a lot better. Next, Black Widow's uniform is pretty freaking nice, to be honest. I just love her for Shadowland, and I really don't care about anything else. It's not really a must-have, but it's a really nice uniform for her. This uniform, if you have Nick Fury, actually gives him higher stats for the support passive that he gives to the hero allies. So I guess if you have him, that will help you in World Boss Ultimate. This uniform is amazing. Gets Hawkeye to be usable, but actually pretty badass. He can do 27 for me, and that's a really hard stage, to be honest, to be soloed. So he's freaking amazing. This uniform is meh. You should only get it if you need the passive to give your characters higher stats. It's not such a huge bump, but it's still pretty good. This uniform is bad. Don't ever get any uniform for Spidey. If you don't have any uniform at all for Spidey and you want him to be playable, sure, get this one. But if you actually don't need him, don't buy his uniform at all. We don't have the sale yet. It will be on in like an hour and a half, so I can't show you, but this uniform is actually really nice for him. I'll be getting it as soon as the reset happens, so I can buy it. And I will also buy the uniform for Ebony Maw as well, so yeah, that's one for sure. This uniform makes Winter Soldier playable and pretty amazing if you put a lot of resources in him, so that's pretty cool. This uniform is pretty freaking nice, to be honest. If you have her at tier 3, she's really annoying, so you should get her. If you need her. If you don't, I would skip her. Like, she'll get outdated soon. Jean is really high priority for a timeline for now, and for a long time, to be honest, because she's really badass, and she will remain a badass for a long time. Next, we'll have, I guess, the Infinity War uniform for Groot is pretty nice. It's not really required, but I just like him. I just like him a lot. And I like it more than this one. It has a lot more damage, so fuck this one. I know it's cute, but I'll wait till it gets to be a gold uniform and just have it for fun. But yeah, not really worth it. And still, this is a gold uniform. You should all get this one because it makes him a universal, and just keep it equipped when you do World Boss Ultimate, because it will give you higher valor for your World Boss Ultimate clears. This uniform, if you don't have it, is pretty nice for Loki. It makes him really easy to use. Next we have Saitana. It makes her really playable, and this uniform is really good. So it's not just that it makes her playable, but it actually gives her pretty nice skills. This uniform is pretty freaking nice. It gives him a lot of freaking damage, except for just making him good. It actually gives him a lot of damage. This uniform is pretty okay, I guess. I hope that they do something for him in part 3. I'm not keeping my hopes up for that though. I'm pretty sure they will just do something for Cap and Iron Man, but I would be happy to be wrong. Let me hurry now because I don't want it to be 3 hours long. I guess you should buy. Well, these are on sale every time for gold, but yeah, just get those for fun, I guess. But the uniforms that are on sale for gold never go on sale, to be honest. So who cares? Would be cool if we saw this guy's rework on the patch for Endgame Part 3, and if we did, maybe if it's good, you should get this as well. For X-23, if you have her, the uniform is not really required, but if you just want her to be just a little better, you should get it. For Hulkbuster, if you want him to be playable, the uniform is really good. It makes him pretty freaking nice for Shadowland. I don't know for World Boss Ultimate though. He kinda got forgotten on the huge amount of uniforms that we got for Infinity War, but I'm planning on getting him as well. And next, I will get his uniform as well to make him playable. This uniform is pretty nice, to be honest. It's not really that OP, but for Shadowland it will make him pretty freaking good. And same goes for Hulkbuster as well. I'm gonna buy his uniform as well as soon as the reset hits. Next, I don't know, but I may get her uniform as well, just to make her usable in Shadowland, because now Shadowland is pretty nice, and we need to use as many characters as we can. Next, Vulture's uniform is pretty okay, I guess. I will get his uniform as well, just for the safety, and I guess the higher damage. So yeah, Medusa is pretty nice as well. It actually makes her really freaking badass. So I'd recommend it if you have all the meta characters uniforms and you just want some characters to be really good. She can do Shadowland without the uniform as well, but who would want to go through that headache anyway? Um, Next, what do we have that could get a pretty nice uniform? Let's see, let's see, let's see. From these guys, pretty much no one does get anything good, so I guess Hela, if you have her at 6 stars or tier 2 and you want her to be able to do Shadowland, you should get her uniform. It's not that expensive, and if you mythic it, you will get freaking energy CDP, so that's pretty good. Then next we have Giant Man or Goliath with this uniform. Let me see. It should be Giant Man, right? I'm not dumb, right? Yeah, it's Giant Man, but this uniform gives him the name of Giant Man. Uh, Now, the uniform that you want is this one, the Pimptron uniform. You buy that one. Is a pretty cheap uniform as well. It's a 750 uniform. It makes him pretty nice and easy to use character for Shadowland, and also it will give you another universal type character on your roster, so that's really good for World Boss Ultimate as well. And lastly, if you have the freaking pack of Ant-Man and the Wasp, you could get a freaking CDP selector, which is really freaking good, and it's a really premium type of item to get, and it will allow you to get a Rage CDP, which is really nice. So I would highly recommend that if you don't have him yet, or if you haven't got on that CDP selector yet. That would be pretty nice. I'll wait till I get him to tier 1 or tier 2, and then I'll get it. I'm not really in a rush. But yeah, next, I really don't have, we have a lot of uniforms to talk about. Maybe Hyperion, I guess, if you have him at 6 stars or tier 2. Now he is pretty good even without the uniform. The uniform does give him some more hits, and of course the uniform stats will give him more DPS, but it's not such a huge bump anyway, so if you want him for fun, sure. Next, we have freaking 2099's uniform. I don't have him at tier 2, but if I had him at tier 2, I would definitely buy this uniform. It looks badass as hell, and it has a lot of freaking damage because he gets damage accumulation, and also it makes him a really good character for PvP. Basically, it's the same uniform that Quicksilver got, because it didn't really change a lot of skills, but those skills that it changed were the perfect skill that needed to be changed. So basically, just the damage accumulation effect got Quicksilver to do a lot higher in World Boss, and it would pretty much be the same for him as well. So really recommend it. Next, I really don't know who else you would buy except for Nightcrawler. Of course, he's pretty okay for Shadowland. If you get his uniform, he's a lot better. Well, not a lot better, but a bit better. So I would definitely buy it if you don't really need to save for anything else. You can just buy it for fun, I guess. And next we have Killmonger as well. Don't forget about him. I guess it makes it pretty okay. I've used it sometimes. It's not really easy to use. It's pretty annoying. But it does make him easy to use, at least for Shadowland. For World Boss Ultimate, I wouldn't really use it. Next, we have Agent Anti-Venom uniform. It's a really good uniform, makes his skills a lot faster, it gives him a lot more damage, I guess, and it's a pretty easy to use uniform. But yeah, it's not really a huge bump. I've used it on World Event, and it didn't really get a lot of like a high score. It did beat 1 million, of course, but that's not such a huge, amazing feat. Um, Next, let's freaking see. From here, we really don't have any uniform that you would get, and pretty much same for these guys as well. So that's pretty much it for all the uniforms. If I missed something, tell me down in the comments, but I'm pretty sure these are all the uniforms that are good enough to be used. But yeah, until I guess I should select the winner now. I was about to stop this video, but I will stop it here so I can save some time. Okay, so we're here. Don't mind my hair, that weird green screen effect thingy. Let's paste the link here now and get the comments. We have 36 comments in total. Thank you very much to everybody who's commenting, and let's see who wins right now. And the winner will be, well, I cannot say your name, but I do remember your IGN Smart Student. And then he says, I think that Molten Man is amazing and suitable for every game. I have a question. Could you tell me how I can defeat Spider-Man in timeline battle? I mean, he's so annoying when he hits with his web. I would suggest you get, well, let me go back to the game and show you what I mean. I would suggest that you get Wasp to tier 2, because she is a pretty free-to-play friendly way to fix that Spidey problem. And her passive, with her tier 2 passive, which is here, will give all allies the effect of removing all debuffs for 20 every 20 seconds, I'm pretty sure. Or the cooldown is for 20 seconds, and the cooldown is 25 seconds. So that actually isn't true, because the cooldown will be really low, and then it will apply this effect again. So pretty much get her to tier 2 and have her in the team. You don't really have to have her as a leader, though she gives you some all attack and all defense. So pretty much use her as a leader, wait for her to die. That way when you get to the other characters that you have, their skills will be off cooldown, and you can use them immediately, like the 5th or the 4th. Other characters that are able to do that are pretty much Jean, but I don't know if you have her. Jean requires you to have her as a leader for that effect to take place. There you go, removes all debuffs. Then the same thing goes for Doctor Doom. He removes all debuffs with his leadership. So pretty much just look for any character that has that stat. Strife as well. When you see that stat that reads removes all debuffs for this amount of seconds, you know that you found one of these characters. Wolvie is almost the same, but not really the same. His leadership actually decreases the debuff duration. If you don't have any character that can remove all debuff, this is the next big and best thing, because it will decrease the debuff duration, so the web will be applied for less time. But it's a lot better if you can get the removal of debuff completely. But yeah, anyway, congrats on winning, dude. Don't forget to join Discord and PM me there. And to the others, don't worry, we'll be doing other giveaways starting from tomorrow as well. So don't worry, we'll have lots of coupons still. But till then, I'll see you. Bye bye.